There's a person in here.
On the night of July 25, 2002, in Rock Island City, Illinois, local police received a report. A woman reported that a woman named Sushi was hiding the body of her deceased son inside her home. When police arrived at the scene, they approached the woman named Sushi Stabler.
Are you Miss Staples?
Yes, how can I help you?
Following protocol, the officers asked if she knew the person who made the report. At first, Sushi said she didn't know anyone in the neighborhood, but then she claimed she had lived there for over 7 years. She insisted she had never heard of her son's death and claimed she was the victim, blaming her husband's ex-girlfriend for spreading the rumor.
My ex-husband, his new girlfriend, this broad is off the chain. You've never come to my house for anything.
She repeatedly questioned why the police weren't arresting that woman instead, believing the whole thing was made up. She claimed everything was fabricated by the ex-girlfriend. When police asked to inspect the house and park their car to verify the claim, then leave, Sushi immediately refused.
You need a search warrant to do that. I'm not about to let some crazy woman who now has my husband make Uranus accusations like this and have my rights violated.
No, I get it.
That is not okay.
As the officers were leaving, they heard Sushi insisting she only had 4 daughters, which completely contradicted the report they received about a deceased son. In the U.S., unless there is a search warrant, police cannot enter a home without consent, so they had no choice but to leave and apologize to Sushi several times, though deep down, everyone believed she was hiding something. The next day, police returned with an official search warrant, the very one Sushi had demanded. After entering the house, they invited her to sit down. Sushi tried to stay calm and acted innocent.
I'm scared. My kids are upstairs and I don't know what's going on.
She cried and complained about being constantly harassed by the police, then firmly stated, "I haven't done anything wrong." But Sushi didn't know that right after leaving her house, the police had quietly launched an overnight investigation. Digging into her entire past, they discovered that Sushi and her ex-husband had 8 children, but had never sent any of them to school. Multiple signs suggested she had a history of confinement and child abuse. Later, Sushi had been accused of neglecting her parental duties. The first 3 children had already been taken in by Child Protection Services, DCFS, Department of Children and Family Services. So in theory, Sushi should still be living with 5 children, including a young boy named Zion, still receiving government benefits under Sushi's name. The police asked,
"Do you have a son named Zion?"
No, I don't.
You've never had a son named Zion?
No.
Are you claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
No. I haven't gotten any benefits for anyone.
Even though Sushi denied it, police found Zion's birth certificate right in her bedroom. Faced with clear evidence, she made up another story, claiming the documents were fake. Someone else made them for me to fraudulently get benefits. Of course, the police didn't believe her evasive words. Her constantly shifting emotions suggested Sushi was hiding something serious. Because she continued to stubbornly stay silent about Zion, the police temporarily detained her for fraud and proceeded to search the entire house. While inspecting the garage, a metal trash bin in the corner immediately caught their attention.
Mother of God, man. There's a person in here.
Inside was the body of Zion, missing for over 8 months. He was still wearing his Spider-Man pajamas. Preliminary autopsy results showed Zion died from a gunshot wound to the head. The body had been hidden for so long and was found in midsummer, leading to severe decomposition. It was impossible to determine whether it was an accident or murder. At the first hearing, Sushi testified that Zion had been playing with a gun and accidentally shot himself. "I hid the body because I didn't want the other kids to find out. And I had no money for a funeral at the time." However, there were no security cameras or witnesses. Everything relied solely on her words. What's even stranger is that for more than half a year, no one in the neighborhood noticed that Sushi's house was missing a child. Neighbors just thought it was an ordinary big family. Sushi herself never showed any sign of grief. At the second trial, Sushi pleaded guilty to endangering the life and health of a child. She burst into tears and rambled on emotionally.
I should have done more, and I should have
made the right decision. I just don't know what happened. I am not a criminal. I am not a monster. I am just a mother who have tried over and over again, no matter how many times I fall, to get up and do the right thing again.
But many people only felt a chill down their spine. One audience member angrily said, "It felt like crocodile tears to me." She already had a record of child abuse. Even if Zion's death was an accident, how could anyone hide a body so heartlessly, keeping him in a trash can for over 8 months, from winter into summer? That cruel act, along with the utter indifference to her own child, caused public outrage. But the most shocking part was that Sushi was sentenced to only 2 years in prison for endangering the life and health of a child. The judge ruled that the gunshot wound to Zion's head was the result of an accident, and since there was no evidence proving she intentionally killed her child, all the more serious charges were dropped. What left people speechless was that, after the verdict, Sushi claimed the 2-year sentence was too harsh. She insisted she was a first-time offender, and even wrote a letter to the court asking for leniency. The date was July 25, 2002, which means she actually served less than a year in prison. At around 10:16 a.m. on April 14, 2012, the Phoenix Police Department in Arizona received an emergency call. A woman reported that her boyfriend was threatening to commit suicide. The police identified 2 names involved: Nick Montanabolo, 33 years old, the caller, and Nicholas Cohen, 35 years old, the main suspect. Fearing that sending police to the house might trigger violence, the woman arranged to meet them at a gas station near Cape West Road. Around 10:30 a.m., 2 officers, Jones and Thomas, arrived at the gas station to meet Nick. At this time, Nicholas had not yet shown up. Officer Jones handled the interview, while Officer Thomas maintained watch over the area. 5 minutes later, Nicholas arrived at the gas station in a blue Toyota Prius. From Officer Jones's body camera, the confrontation began.
Oh my God, that's him. Oh my God, that's him.
Right here on this one?
Yep, and this Prius.
Oh, hey, come on. He's right here. Come out of the car. Oh my God.
Slow motion footage shows a bullet from the suspect's gun hitting the wall right behind the officer's position. From Officer Thomas's body camera.
Yes. What's here?
We can see Jones being shot and collapsing while Thomas returned fire. Nicholas kept firing, then quickly fled the scene by car. After reporting the situation to police dispatch, Thomas immediately drove his injured partner to the hospital. Nicholas abandoned the car and ran off, calling his accomplices to pick him up. He continued to fire his weapon while on the run. Immediately after the incident, police issued a blue alert to capture Nicholas. They also offered a reward of $35,000 for anyone providing information. 3 days later, an anonymous neighbor spotted Nicholas hiding in a house near Osborne Road. Immediately, the SWAT team and negotiation unit surrounded the house. They used tear gas and non-lethal measures to urge him to surrender. Finally, after hours of standoff, Nicholas turned himself in. During the gas station shootout, he had been shot in the neck and was taken to the hospital for treatment. He was then transferred to a detention center. According to records, Nicholas had a long criminal history from 2000 to 2006 for drunk driving, assault, and illegal possession of firearms. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison. After being released, Nicholas repeatedly reoffended, using drugs, dealing narcotics, but received probation due to a documented history of mental illness. Still, he continued to break the law, and the shooting happened shortly after his probation period ended. After the incident at the gas station, police identified 3 people who had helped, including his girlfriend. All are currently held at Estrella Jail in Maricopa County. On May 10, 2012, Nicholas was officially charged with illegal possession of firearms, discharging a firearm while operating a vehicle, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Following the shooting incident at the gas station, The suspect, Nicholas Cowan, was charged with illegal firearm possession, discharging a firearm while driving, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and most notably, 2 counts of first-degree murder. However, at the hearing, Nicholas denied all charges. As of now, no official sentencing information has been released. The officer who returned fire during the incident was Mark Thomas, a veteran with 16 years of service. He was fortunately unharmed. According to investigations, his annual salary is $165,000. He returned to work not long after. The officer who was shot was Dennis Bruce Jones, aged 40, with the Phoenix Police Department. He had 23 years of experience in the force. He was shot in the abdomen and had to undergo multiple emergency surgeries. By May 6th, Jones had recovered and was discharged from the hospital. That day, many colleagues came to welcome him back. His husband, Chris, is also a police officer. The two share an adorable child. In a later interview, Jones emotionally said to the ground,
The other officer, Officer Toma, immediately saw what happened, and he got into a gunfight with the suspect, and essentially Officer Toma saved my life.
August 2011, in the state of California, a traffic accident occurred on the Pacific Coast Highway, Pacific Ocean Route. When police arrived at the scene, they discovered that one of the vehicles involved was stolen. Authorities immediately moved to verify. The driver was identified as Enriquez, 28 years old, a wanted suspect. Police immediately issued an arrest order.
What happened, sir? Keep your hands up. Hey, Aaron. Keep your hands on the hood. I'm not going to tell you again. Hey. Hey, 417, left pocket. Separate your feet. Hey, keep your hands in your pocket. Put them on the hood. I'm not going to tell you again. Keep your hands on the hood. Put your hands on the hood. I'm not going to tell you again. Keep your hands on the hood. 417 on the right pocket. Hey, I see the gun. You got a gun. Go before you can get shot. Okay, get on your knee. Hands on the hood. I'm not going to tell you again. Hey, brother. Keep your hands on the hood. We have a robbery scene. Hey, I see the gun. You got a gun. Go before you can get shot. All right, get on the knee. Brother, I'm trying to help you. Try your hardest to get that hand out. I don't want you to get hurt, okay?
Eventually, officers discovered a real firearm in Enriquez's right pocket. After receiving treatment, he was no longer in critical condition. However, Enriquez was required to post $35,000 in bail to be released pending trial. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and follow to stay updated with more exciting news.